instead of walking in blindly into a public library, which is run and funded by the Marxist American Library Association, and they have a definite agenda, it is important to vet the books and then build your own library at home, piece by piece, yard sale by yard sale.
I know one of my struggles as a young homeschool mom was that I got babies. I've got kids who love to read, and I cannot keep up with this hunger like my oldest had for books. And so going to a library, finding books different places, people recommend. I'd have neighbors. So the neighbors who knew that we were homeschooling, they didn't understand anything other than let's get rid of all of our old books and give them to Kristi because she homeschools. So that's what we ended up with, a lot of books. But how do we, or how do you help us to know how to vet a book? So just because a book looks good or interesting or is an autobiography, because heaven forbid our child picks up The Diary of Anne Frank. I'm still a little scarred from that book from my childhood personally. But, how do we vet these books before we put them in the hand of our children?
That is hard. That's actually one of the hardest things, I think, because you don't have time to read everything. Although I know parents who do. They will read everything first.
God bless them.
But honestly, I don't know how they find the time. And I don't even have babies and toddlers anymore, but I still don't have the time to read every single book. But again, I will go back to things like publishing date or year, things that I already trust from maybe a certain publishing company or a certain author. If I find a book that's good, I look up that author and see what else did they write.
Yes.
But then I will also check what because Christian homeschoolers are all pretty like-minded in this area. I will actually just say, okay, is this on a curriculum reading list? If so, it's probably good. That's a really good standard for me. Because they're a Christian company, they're going to suggest things that are not going to offend your child's sensibilities,
Yes.
And this is at the heart of why a home library is so important. Instead of walking in blindly into a public library, which is run and funded by the Marxist American Library Association, and they have a definite agenda, it is important to vet the books and then build your own library at home, piece by piece, yard sale by yard sale, because you have vetted them and you trust whatever source these lists came from. But that is probably the biggest struggle, is knowing for sure. And I just say, go back to who you trust, the companies, the publisher, your friends who are like-minded. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, no, because we had to walk that road, I feel like a lot of moms are like, what is Grant reading? And now it's, what is Wade reading? So my son, it's really cute. My son has found some books that he really loved, these series of books. There's I'm going to butcher them. I think it's the Aragon Dragon books, but he got all of his friends reading them. And so they were either swapping books back and forth, or that's what everybody wanted for their birthday. But it was really great. But I do want to point out one thing, and I'm sure you'd agree with this, and that is, I think we need to teach our kids to be able to make good choices and to come to us. Because that was one thing with my oldest. I'd be like, as soon as you feel just that uneasiness, like this doesn't feel like it's going in the right direction, or it full on doesn't go in the right direction, come and tell me. And I try to create a safe space. So help me to help your siblings, so I don't hand this book to your siblings. And so that was really helpful for me as well.
Homeschool Insights is brought to you by Apologia, BJU Press Homeschool, and CTC Math. Visit the show notes to learn more about these excellent homeschooling resources. And for more encouragement, listen to the Schoolhouse Rocked podcast at schoolhouserocked.com.